All right, Ken Stout, thank you very much. Here comes the barely getting by as we begin our pro stock coverage. This is Steve Wishmeyer. And, of course, since it's green, it is a John Deere.
No doubt about it. I love the RPMs on the big cubic inch pro stock tractors. Wishmeyer will set the pace. Good run. You can't ask for anything more, Ted. Full pole, that's what it's all about.
Boy, I thought he was going to take that thing all the way to the state line. He actually had to shut down when he went to the full pole mark. Let's go down to the finish line with Ken Stout.
Yeah, it's a pretty hard drag, though, I tell you. The sled set pretty decent, I believe. There's a lot of good iron back there yet tonight and a lot of competition.
Well, we'll find out as another John Deere, the buck eater, gets ready to pull. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Mickey Shorter.
Mickey Shorter, the 1999 ATPA Gaster Engine Pro Stock Rookie of the Year, won his first event in North Branch, Michigan last year, but won't win here tonight. Will come up short, 292.71.
Just a little over 7 feet short of the mark. Now the tantrum of J.D. Coons. Oh, look at him bounce off the line.
Something's not right with the tractor. I think the clutch wasn't quite engaging right. There's a funny sound out of the motor. Yep, chokes down at the end. Something definitely not right with J.D. Coons. 275 and change.
Notice he was running diagonally across the course right there. That's not right either. You have to put on that brake, and that slows you down. Here comes Nick McCormick, the nasty stuff. Driving not a McCormick, a Case.
Love how this tractor hooks up. When that tractor gets about 4 foot off the ground, it is running right. But he got off the ground, had to get on the brakes. The track pulled him to the right, shuts down early.
Now our next puller decided to name his international after the weather phenomenon El Nino, Philip Parrish.
We've got one John Deere out. We've got internationals going down the track. Water coming out of El Nino on the starting line. Now it's starting to come out here. He's going to come up short, too. I'll tell you, this track is really hooking him hard, Ted.
Well, so far, only one tractor has made it all the way down to the 300-foot full pole mark. This coverage is brought to you by Jasper Engines and Transmissions, the nation's leader in remanufactured engines and transmissions. And by Valco of Cincinnati, whose products are available at local truck stops everywhere. And by Jacobs Electronics. For ignition improvements, call 888-IGNITION. We'll be back with more.
Get ready. The baddest truck and tractor pullers in the country are coming to the Fort Wayne Memorial Coliseum Saturday and Sunday, January 20th and 21st. See the pulling stars you've seen on ESPN2 and Speed Vision, live and in person. They'll all be there. Simon Says, Dirt Slinger, Willie Make It, Renegade, and Insanity. See the wild multi-engine modifieds, ground-pounding 4x4s, two-wheel drive trucks, super stocks, pro stocks, plus the big rigs. Tickets are available at any Ticketmaster location or charged by phone.
Have you seen gas prices lately? Huh? Well, you don't have to be stuck with high gas prices. Get an ignition system from Jacobs Electronics and increase your gas mileage up to 15% or more. Free yourself from high gas prices and get a 15% increase in miles per gallon. Imagine the money you'll save. Installation is easy. Everything you need comes in one box with step-by-step instructions. You want to talk about quality? Even Jacobs spark plug wires come with a lifetime warranty. And with more than 18,000 applications, Jacobs has the perfect system for you. A Jacobs ignition system will save you gas money and give you power. Plenty of power. Hey, gas prices aren't going down tomorrow. Get more power and more miles per gallon today. Take advantage of Jacobs Electronics' special TV offer. Call toll-free 1-888-4-JACOBS.
Hi, I'm Ted Musgrave. In racing, safety and reliability are very important to me. They're just as important in the cars I restore. Even more so for my family's basic transportation. That's why I use Jasper quality remanufactured engines and transmissions. I trust Jasper, and you should too.
Hey, Ted, Jasper powers this one, too.
I'm Mario Andretti, and you're watching Speed Vision.
Back at the Jacobs Electronics Ohio Valley Nationals. Hey, that's the Warwick County Queen, Elisa Sali, enjoying these fine tractors pulling. Let's get back to it. The Super Moose comes to us, John Schuler out of Pennsylvania.
Schuler Miller did very good at this event last year. In fact, he made the pull-off. Look at him, riding high, riding the wheelie bars. This track is hooking them so aggressively. 291.79. It's going to be a driver's track. The track is so good, they really got to watch what they're doing.
Boy, I mean, once they hit that 290 mark, the weight on that sled comes down on that hitch and really pulls them down. Out of Booneville, Ohio, there comes Larry Shope and the Iron Dragon, another John Deere, reaching high in the sky with those front wheels.
Trying to take everything he can to keep the front end down, and then they run out of power at the end. This is an excellent, excellent track here tonight.
It's like there's a brick wall up there each time they get to that 290-foot mark. Mike Boyd up next. You met him earlier. Ken South told you about the Boyd family. Here's Green Streak #1.
Defending ATPA Jasper Engine champion. Can he make a full pull? So close to home. He is out of here.
We're going to have a pull-off for sure. Mike Boyd, you met him a little bit earlier. Here is his father, Steve Boyd, backing up his brother, Greg. Let's go to the finish line.
Mike, I got to tell you, not only was it a great pull, but your tractor sounded completely different than everybody else's out there. It sounded like you really didn't let the clutch out and go 1-to-1 till you were well out of the gate. And then down here at the finish line, when it's shutting everybody else's tractor off, this motor really pulls down before the turbo stops.
Yeah, we've been experimenting a little bit, and we owe a lot of thanks to Riverside and Columbus Diesel and those guys, Tim Engler, on our part as far as the tractor. And you know, we're really happy. Everything's running good. All the sponsors, a lot of thanks. Jasper Engines, Jacob Electronics, Lucas Oil Products, ATPA, just a wonderful bunch of people, and we're having fun.
And after all, that's what it's all about. Now let's see how his brother can do. Greg Boyd with Green Streak #2.
Well, if it's anything like the rest of the family, he'll make a full pull too. So close to home. They want to do good. Look at that front end dangle, the rear tires chugging on, another full pull. The crowd loves them here.
Well, we'll have two Boyds in the pull-off, that's for sure. No question about it. The crowd eats it up. Let's check in once again with Ken Stout.
Not going to let the brother Mike outdo you, huh?
No, let's tell you what, this is a tough class. I think there's 23 tractors here tonight, and I know the best there is. I mean, it's really tough. There's a lot of good competition here.
The track seems awesome. I mean, it really seems like a horsepower track. It's pulling these things down pretty hard. You're one of two tractors so far that actually spun the tire at the end.
It's yeah, it's a good biting track. They've done a tremendous job working on it, the ATPA and the Fair Committee, and everybody with all their great help.
Well, it's going to be a wild pull-off, guys.
Sure is. I just hope we can keep it together and drive it on the truck and be back tomorrow night.
Hey, that's 3 in the pull-off. It's not over yet. Enter a red machine, folks. In International, this is the Red Mule of Bill Miller. Could he do it?
Bill Miller won the non-televised version of this show last year. He knows this track, but he's getting over on the wrong side of the track. Gets on the brake. Once you hit that brake, Ted, it kills your momentum. Keeps him in bounds, but look where he is.
Only 279 feet, so he will not go to that pull-off. Our next puller is another international, the Foolish Pleasure of Gary Brinkmeyer.
Gary Brinkmeyer has said he's had enough of the green ones dominating. He has put a lot of money, a lot of time into some state-of-the-art international harvester technology, and it's paying off. We've got a red one in with the green ones, Ted.
We'll have 3 green John Deeres, 1 red international in the pull-off coming up later on as the Cruiser Mule gets ready to hook. Let's see what Brinkmeyer has to say about it.
Hey, Gary, at least somebody's serving Team Red well, huh?
Well, we got her out that time. We got a few green ones here we're going to have to beat next round, but ran good that time, so I hope it stays with it.
What's the difference between the Deeres and the Internationals that they really seem to be dominating anymore?
Well, some of it's cubic inch. Some of it's they drive a little better once in a while, I think.
It's a combination of the two, and we'll see if we can hang tough. I mean, there's definitely some good iron out there in the field.
Very fine runner tractors in this Pro Stock class, especially here tonight.
Well, you're certainly one of the top.
Thank you very much.
All right, with that, we'll take a break. When we return, more Pro Stock tractors. They're ready.
Is your automatic transmission slipping or hesitating? Is it leaving a mess on your garage floor? Well, before you spend big bucks at the transmission shop, try this. Lucas Transmission Fix. It stops transmission slip. It also cleans and lubricates sticking valves to reduce rough shifting. Plus, it completely stops most seal leaks. It's also the perfect preventive maintenance product for any transmission. Lucas Transmission Fix. Try it. It works.
Over the years, I've seen a lot of engine products, but one really works. It's Valco's Tube Grip Sealant System. You see, before, when you needed an engine sealant, it was complicated. Now with Valco, it's easy. One silicone, so you've always got the right one for the job. And with the Tube Grip, you can put your silicone right where you want it, faster, so you save time and money. Valco makes it easy, so your car's on the road, not on the rack.
Ah, the usual, gentlemen?
Well, perhaps for Emmett, but I'll be having tea. Well, I'm the designated driver.
Not so quick, friend. I'll be having the tea, as I'm to be the driver.
Deny yourself if you like, but I'll be a driving.
Boxster. What only a Porsche brings to driving.
Wednesdays are wild on OLN. Nothing supplies more heart-pounding thrills than the Emmy Award-winning Adventure Quest. Remote, unexplored rapids challenge these expedition kayakers. The more dangerous the conditions, the better for California's tsunami rangers. And a team battles ferocious currents in Arctic waters. Circle the globe in search of endless action and excitement. Adventure Quest on Wild Wednesdays, 8 p.m. and Sundays, 9 p.m. Only on the Outdoor Life Network.
The Jacobs Electronics Ohio Valley Nationals are part of the Warwick County 4-H Fair. We're in Booneville, Indiana. You're watching our coverage here on Speed Vision of the ATPA Jasper Engines and Transmissions Pulling Series. We're in the middle of the Pro Stock category. Our next puller is Red, Bill Miller.
Speaking of the red, when these tractors pull at night, you can actually see a big red flame come out of the exhaust, then the black smoke. And red, well, we got one in the pull-off.
But it's not this one. Bill Miller had trouble, almost went out of bounds. As you point out, Tom, had to get on that brake. When he did that, that was a problem. All we need is the gang green of Lance Little to get into the pull-off, and we'd have 4 greens against 1 red.
I would not count him out. He is an engine builder extraordinaire, and he will go out. Lance Little, no real shot. Gang Green, one of the top Pro Stock John Deeres in America. Another full bull.
5 will be in our pull-off now. Here comes Kevin Masterson, the River Rat from Grandview, Indiana, a guy who's done very well on the ATPA Tour.
He's about 20 miles from home. There's a lot of top-of-the-line Pro Stock John Deeres in this country, and does he make a full pull? He just takes the cone down and keeps taking the sled back to Grandview. No surprise, Masterson out.
Well, let's check in right now with Ken Stout.
A lot of times you wonder, where in the world do they get the names for these tractors? This one, very obvious. Bite and Binder, and Bite making direct reference to the huge back tires, the 24.5 by 32s that they'll be utilizing tonight to try and get these things to hook up and drag that sled. And of course, Binder is, well, they call these internationals corn binders. Why? I don't know why. Well, maybe because they harvest corn with them. But Big Red versus Green is the battle in Pro Stock. You have an international here, and tell me a little bit about a Pro Stock. I mean, if you look at this thing, it looks like something that would roll off of a showroom floor.
Yeah, as far as the hood and the style of it, we keep it as stock appearing as we can. The hood and what is 270 has not been modified very much. The rolling chassis is 1066, and then from there you build the motor, you know.
So it's not a tube chassis type. It's not a component tractor.
It does have a tube frame. It does have a tube frame, but as far as the housings, transmission, rear end, we're 1066 with a lot of modifications done to them. And what's internal is no longer 1066. Obviously, it's all been modified to hopefully stay together, and they don't always stay together, but you try to. And the Snitkers over in Illinois built the engine for us. It's a new engine we've got in this year from what we had last year, and we hope we can catch up to those John Deeres now.
In the last couple of years, you guys have really been chasing the John Deeres. Obviously, you'd like to beat them. What's different about the motor this year than last year that makes you feel like you have a chance?
We've got a little bit more cubic inch than last year. Not not as much as obviously the big block John Deeres, and some of the small block Deeres are getting up there near the limit now too. So we're a little bit more on cubic inch, and we've done, got some new connections to do some head work for us, and so we're hoping the big improvements in the cylinder head. If we can flow more air, we can make more horsepower.
Trent and his father, Tom, have done a great job of engineering a beautiful pro stock tractor. In fact, they've done so well that they'll win the Jasper's Engines and Transmission Best Engineered Award at this pull. But I've got to tell you, as good as this thing is, it's not by far their best engineering marvel. But one of the Boyds have created it. This time, it was Trent's wife, Kim, who came up with a beautiful 8-pound, 8-ounce baby girl by the name of Lauren.
And I'm sure we'll see her on the back of one of these tractors in about 15 or 16 years, Tom.
If not sooner, Ted. The bite and binder trying to make a full pull here. So close to home for the guys, but he's starting to bounce on that right-hand side of the track, having to get on the brake. Remember, you touch that boundary line, you're disqualified, and he's so close from doing that. He will come up short as we check out Tim Kane with the red Gambler. Actually, Tim is the owner. Chris, the son, is doing the driving this particular time. Chris on for a good run, a lot of ground speed on this international bit.
Oh, he's going to be so close, crosses across, clear over to one side of the track. Look at that, 299.65 feet. It is called the Sport of Inches, and now you see exactly why.
Tim is not happy about not getting a full pull. That's the thing about laser measuring, Ted. Measuring it by a laser, we can tell you exactly where it is, and he finds out the official word. He didn't get a full pull.
Hey, did you cancel the paper?
You bet.
You stopped the mail?
Absolutely.
Did you remember to turn on the alarm?
Totally forgot.
ADT's home monitoring technology is so advanced, you can turn it on from any phone, anywhere. And in seconds, your house will be covered with a high-technology blanket of protection. Call now and get ADT's sophisticated burglary system installed for as little as $99. You could also save up to 20% off your basic homeowner's insurance. ADT's Advanced Monitoring Center is staffed by skilled professionals, always on full alert and ready to send help in seconds. That's why ADT helps protect more homes and families than any other security company in America.
Is there anything else
Call now and get the ADT burglary system from $99 installed, plus up to 20% off your homeowner's insurance. Get the power of ADT.
Summit Racing has America's lowest prices on performance parts. That's right, one call to Summit. Get your top brand names, guaranteed lowest prices, free shipping and fast, friendly service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get a Performance Warehouse in your mailbox. Just call 1-800-324-7697 for your free Summit Racing catalog. It's packed with thousands of parts at low prices, plus free shipping and toll-free ordering. Call 1-800-324-7697 now for your free Summit catalog.
It happens here and only here. You get every race, every moment live. Next weekend, sparks fly in the final race of the F1 season as McLaren and Ferrari battle for the Constructor Points Championship. Don't miss the F1 Malaysian Grand Prix, live only on Speed Vision.
Welcome back to Booneville, Indiana. Without question, tractor pulling is a family sport. A couple of the youngsters here on hand protecting those ears from the noise these guys can make, like Larry McCraft. One bad apple from Romeo, Michigan, makes plenty of noise.
Jeff Rapp usually does the driving on the tractor. Jeff could not make it. He sent Larry down, and Larry's having trouble with the one bad apple. This was the highest ranked international in the Jasper Engine points last year, and having some problems with the new technology.
Not the highest ranked tonight. Here comes Ed Ogdenfield Jr., the nameless, out of Lucas, Ohio.
The thing I love about Nameless is the air filter on the grill of that John Deere right above the yellow line. The hood actually opens to take advantage of all the air to turn the wheel on the turbocharger. You see the green flap shut down as Ed shuts down 289.68.
Beautiful chrome stack. And folks, when you see that black smoke coming up, that means it's a diesel. They get those turbochargers really spun up, spooled up as they call it. And here comes Bobby Sarver, the Green Extreme, another John Deere.
Sarver on his way to a good run, Ted. He could be heading out the back door. They won an event earlier this year in North Branch, Michigan. Could win it tonight. They are in the pull-off. pull.
7 tractors so far will be in our pull-off, Tom.
And we'll see if the Typhon team can make one more.
Scott Typhon doing the driving for the Typhon team. He calls it nightlife. Look at the wheels up in the air and has them suspended and just tenses the ground so easily.
Some tracks high up in the air hurts you, but on this particular track, riding it high is the way to do, as you can see with another full pull.
And finally, another one of the Masterson family. This is Don Masterson, the Tinker Toy.
Last tractor in the class. Can we have 9 in the pull-off? You realize if we get this tractor out, we'll have 8 John Deeres, 1 International. Yep, no problem there. No surprise. Don Masterson out the back door. We're going to be in for an incredible pull-off test.
Don Masterson was our test puller.
Can you turn right back around and get in this pull-off? I mean, now there's 9 of you here, so it'll give you a little bit of time to cool down, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have dropped to last. Maybe I should have come back the middle or a little further down, but we'll just give it a shot, see what happens. Sure, a lot of good tractors here. It's pro stock tractors are really run good. It's a good class, competitive, and it's just great.
How badly will running back-to-back like this hurt one of these diesels, or are they pretty tough?
Yes, I think they're pretty tough. You know, there's always a chance you'll have problems, though. Just extra runs maybe that you shouldn't put on them, you know, that every run costs you, you know.
Well, we'll take a break. When we return to Booneville, Indiana, we'll have the pull-off. You're going to love it. Stay tuned. Whatever the wiring job, rely on American Auto Wire factory fit automotive wiring. They have over 18 years experience in providing wiring systems for both OEM factory replacement, custom, and street rod applications. With over 8,600 GM wiring harnesses that fit 1955 through 1982 cars and trucks, their harnesses are built to factory specifications, and custom wiring kits are available too, designed for flexibility and wire routing and fuse panel location. Call now for more information.
Have you seen gas prices lately? Huh? Well, you don't have to be stuck with high gas prices. Get an ignition system from Jacobs Electronics and increase your gas mileage up to 15% or more. Imagine the money you'll save. Installation is easy. Everything you need comes in one box with step-by-step instructions. A Jacobs ignition system will save you gas money and give you power. Gas prices aren't going down tomorrow. Take advantage of Jacobs Electronics' special TV offer.
Thursdays get vertical on OLN with Warren Miller's Global Adventure. Travel to untracked snow in Antarctica and to one of the few skiable glaciers in Africa. Vertical Thursdays, 8 p.m. only on OLN.
Well, we won't have any more pull-offs at the Jacobs Electronics Ohio Valley Nationals because they're adding weight to the sled. Let's see what can do now as Steve Wishmeyer, the barely getting by, will be our first puller. They pull in the same order they pulled originally.
That's right, Ted, and Wishmeyer will set the margin to beat. Only problem I see, he's gone off to the other side of the track, kind of danced around a bit. That'll cost him some footage at the end of the track. Sets it to beat, though, at 292.43. That's what everybody's going to be gunning for.
Not bad, considering the extra weight. As the Green Street hooks up, let's go down to top end with Ken Stout.
I'll tell you, a real respectable run. 292.43 is going to be a tough one to beat.
Well, I felt that I had a pretty decent pass. I had to get after my brake just a little bit, but overall, I mean, it was a pretty decent run, I believe.
Some real strong iron out there. Can you hang with a Green Streak, some of the other tough ones out there?
I don't know. They're awful hard to beat. They've been doing really well in the past couple of years. They're tough. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, that whole Boyd family is tough. Here comes Boyd, number 1. Green Streak, number 1. Mike Boyd, the number to beat, 292.43.
Defending ATPA Jasper Engines champ, way high. I think that was a little too high. I think it could hurt him on the far end, and they run out of power. The track may be getting a little better. It chokes him out at the end of the track.
He'll be about 3 feet short, so his brother Greg will have a shot at it with Green Streak, number 2.
You listen to him build the RPM, shoot that smoke up. He too getting up awfully high. Now he has it stabilized a bit. but getting over to the other side of the track, and when you hear that cha-cha-cha sound, that's the turbocharger actually surging, not getting enough air, and it runs out of power as we look at the only international in the class. 9 in the pull-off, 1 red one. Here we go, Ted.
Well, the challenge is on. He has to beat 292.43 feet. He has all of those John Deere stacked against him. The fans are pulling. The red stands are up. He's done it! Gary Brinkmeyer, 297 feet, outpulls Wishmeyer by a solid 5 feet.
We've got to check that out again on the Lucas Oil replay. Had a very good start, and it heads over to the right-hand side of the track just a little bit. Corrects it very early, just barely tapping on that brake. Brings it down there again. Has the momentum. He does it.
Well, there might only be 1 red tractor in this pull-off, but sometimes that's all you need. You take the lead, 297.01. Take the lead by a little more than 4 feet.
Thank you. That feels pretty good. That was a pretty nice run, and there's some good tractors back there yet, though, but that's going to take a good run to beat it, I think.
Well, no doubt about it. I mean, there's only 3 feet back. Well, it's a floating finish line, but you came out, you've already beaten 3 of the toughest in the business.
Yeah, they're all tough here tonight.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Well, no one has made a full pull yet, but remember, there's extra weight in that sled. Let's see if Lance Little can do it. You're about going to have to drag it across the line to beat 297 feet.
Oh, you've got to. Little on for a good run, but he's starting to rock. Front end going up and going down. Look at the flame. It's nice. You can see that flame I was talking about earlier. Puts on an incredible show, but Lance way over on the other side of the track comes up short.
He'll settle for 288 feet. We'll have more pull-off when we continue from Booneville, Indiana.
There are deals on internet service. There are deals on long distance. But there's only one way to get a great deal on both. Call 1-800-PIN-DROP and sign up for Sprint 1000 nights with unlimited Earthlink internet access. For just $30 a month, you get 1,000 minutes of state-to-state long distance to use every night of the week. Plus, you'll also get unlimited internet access. Surf the web, check email, shop online, anytime you want. It's all in one simple plan with one simple bill for one great price. Just $30 a month gives you unlimited internet access, plus 1,000 minutes of nighttime state-to-state long distance. Sign up now for Sprint 1000 nights with unlimited Earthlink internet access. One service, one bill, one low price. Because some things were just meant to be together. Hook up with Sprint and Earthlink at 1-800-PIN-DROP or visit sprint.com.
Hi, I'm Ted Musgrave. In racing, safety and reliability are very important to me. They're just as important in the cars I restore. Even more so for my family's basic transportation. That's why I use Jasper quality remanufactured engines and transmissions. I trust Jasper, and you should too.
Hey, Ted, Jasper powers this one too.
Summit Racing has America's lowest prices on performance parts. That's right, one call to Summit. Get your top brand names, guaranteed lowest prices. Free shipping and fast, friendly service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get a Performance Warehouse in your mailbox. Just call 1-800-324-7697 for your free Summit Racing catalog. It's packed with thousands of parts at low, low prices, plus free shipping and toll-free ordering. Call 1-800-324-7697 now for your free Summit catalog.
A good look there at the Warren County 4-H Fair coming to you from Booneville, Indiana. But the star of the show, the Jacobs Electronics Ohio Valley Nationals ATPA Jasper Pulling Series. We're in the middle of a pull-off. Here's the John Deere River Rat of Kevin Masterson.
Masterson knows this track, and it is so aggressive. It's grabbing these guys out of the starting line and then just choking their living guts out at the end. And another one very, very close to Brinkmeyer. 296.29, had to be 297.01.
Boy, less than a foot.
Still in the lead. Yeah. You know, Ted, usually all year long it has been the red ones trying to get the green ones. Right now, can the green ones get the lone red one?
Well, Bobby Sarver, the Green Extreme, will not get the job done either. Looks like Brinkmeyer's lead is safe so far, but here comes another John Deere. It's Scott Typen in the nightlight.
Very good run, but way, way, way high. A little too high. It's going to cost him footage at the end of the track. And yes, indeed, Brinkmeyer will hold on to the lead.
Barely by less than a foot, but hey, it is the sport of inches. Now, Mrs. Brinkmeyer with her notepad and her family and friends are watching because there's one more puller. But this puller is very, very dangerous. Ladies and gentlemen, Don Masterson has won many of these events.
Between he and his son, Kevin, they have won the National Farm Machinery Show 7 times. Can they win Booneville tonight? Can they beat the Redwood? No! It is going to be an International Harvester win tonight.
Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the lone wolf. He does the job, no doubt about it. Let's give that.
Well, I believe it's official. The one lone International that manages to stay and are getting to the pull-off, and you go out and beat up on all them grain tractors.
Well, everybody's got to have their day, Ken, and tonight was ours. So tractor ran really good for us, and I hope it can continue that way. So
I think it was the setup that the crew chief put in it over here.
She does help me a lot, I'll tell you.
Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you very much. We really had fun here tonight.
Take a look at the finish here, 1 through 5, how close it was. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the sport of inches. Look at 3 and 4, really.